A new Wordle puzzle is online. Click on the link to play.
Listening to the following video may give you clues. Please like and share the videos.
Vibrant Brighton win at sluggish Wolves. The victorious Brighton team is boosted by Leandro Trossard's late penalty.
It is the second win in a row for Brighton in the Premier League, and the club have added another top-class striker to their ranks. We look at Ceballos's head injury and the defensive resilience of Leandro Trossard.
Also, we look at Arsenal's 1-0 victory over Wolves. Leandro Trossard's penalty seals victory for Brighton.
Yves Bissouma and Leandro Trossard scored for Brighton, but Wolves goalkeeper José Sá was called into action several times. Despite this, Wolves were unable to get a shot on goal until the 85th minute, when Enoch Mwepu unleashed a fierce strike into the bottom corner.
The keeper could not stop it, and the goal was soon sealed. After being booed off at halftime, Wolves were unable to create any meaningful chances.
A low shot from Solly March was deflected wide. However, on the hour, Leandro Trossard doubled Brighton's lead, twisting and turning into space in the penalty area.
His low effort went in, despite the relief of the home fans. With 3 points in 3 games, Brighton have moved up to 9th in the table, 1 place ahead of Wolves.
Wolves have lost 3 straight games without scoring a goal, and a win would take them back to the European places. But for now, they have to fight hard to stay up.
After a tough night at Molineux, they will need to be patient to get back in the top flight. The sloppy performance from Wolves forced Brighton to come from behind.
The visitors were unable to create many chances, and their inability to create chances forced them to give away penalties. Brighton had a good first half, and the second half was no different.
Brighton's first home win since February and March was a much-needed boost. So did the visitors' win.
Ceballos's head injury. Ahead of Saturday's game against sluggish Wolves, Brighton are a bright side.
Ceballos's head injury had a profound effect on the game, and it forced the Brighton midfield to look back instead of forward for large sections of the first half. Brighton's midfield did make some errors, including the shaky touch of El Neni, but Leno was able to save from Jahanbash, and Brighton's 3 centre-forward options were all on the bench.
Leandro Trossard's defensive resilience. Leandro Trossard's clinical finish helped Brighton beat sluggish Wolves on Saturday.
The French defender applied pressure to his opponents 11 times, while making a joint high number of blocks and interceptions. Despite being on the bench, the defensive resilience of Trossard's performance is a major positive for Brighton, who are struggling in midfield.
Brighton are sluggish in midfield, but their defending resilience helped them win at sluggish Wolves. Despite conceding 3 goals, Brighton have conceded just 3 in the Premier League this season.
They have scored 33 goals in 34 games, a goal every other game. The defense also made Wolves keeper José Sá work for long periods, but without a shot on target.
While there are plenty of positives from this win, there are also some negatives to be taken from the match. Brighton have a lot to play for, and they need to win every game.
Leandro Trossard's defensive resilience was an important factor in helping Brighton win at Wolves, but there are still some flaws. The team is still in need of a good goalkeeper, and Leandro Trossard has been a major plus in this department.
Despite the sluggish Wolves, it is still possible for Brighton to win at home despite sluggishness in the midfield. The defensive resilience of Trossard has made Brighton a dangerous team to play against.
The Frenchman has improved his defensive resilience, and will be vital if the side are to progress. Arsenal's win over Wolves.
Arsenal's win over Wolves on Tuesday night could define the season for both sides. The win lifted the Gunners into 5th place, 5 points above Wolves and just 1 point behind 4th-placed Manchester United.
With 2 games in hand, Arsenal can keep their Champions League dreams alive. Wolves, meanwhile, remain in 7th place on 40 points.
But a victory for either team could be just the start they need to get back on track. The match started in a stalemate, with both sides looking for a way to win.
Arsenal had an early penalty appeal turned down when Nelson Semedo tangled with Gabriel Martinelli. Then, they were punished and Raúl Jiménez's effort was a disallowed goal.
However, after the interval, Arsenal started to make the pressure bold. Ichwang, a substitute for injured striker Dendinker, got in behind the Wolves' backline and struck a superb left-footed effort into the net.
In the 54th minute, Arsenal are on top with good possession and a dangerous attack on the Wolves' goal. After a counterattack by the hosts, Cedric Soares is booked for a high foot on Ben White.
The Arsenal striker tries to take a free kick, but his effort is blocked by a Wolves defender. Arsenal's lead is still slender, but they've dominated position and created several good opportunities in the final third.
However, after the game, Arsenal fans celebrated with glee, but the Wolves fans were not so happy.
Ruben Neves said that Arsenal players should have been more humble, but Aaron Ramsdale blasted the Arsenal fans and his teammates with his words. Ruben Neves was critical of the Arsenal fans, while Ashley Young slammed Aaron Ramsdale's celebration after the win.
Southampton's 2-2 draw with Burnley. Following Southampton's 2-2 draw with Burnley last weekend, the Clarets will be aiming to build on their positive start in the league this week.
Burnley sacked manager Sean Dyche earlier this month and have been without a win in 6 league games. Ben Mee and Mike Jackson have taken over management duties and are battling for survival.
However, the Clarets are running out of games and a loss to Southampton could leave them with too much to do. Both sides had chances to win this game, with the hosts having the better of the play.
Southampton began brightly with an early goal from Nathan Redmond, before the Clarets could respond with goals from Armando Broja and Tino Livramento. However, the hosts equalised in the second half through a Nathan Redmond strike, after a poor ball forward by James Tarkowski.
Burnley head coach Sean Dyche was left disappointed at the lack of goal-scoring opportunities against his side, as the Clarets now sit in 16th place with 1 win and 8 points. After a 3-0 win over Leicester City last weekend, the Saints' first game since the transfer of Sam Allardyce has yielded 3 points.
However, despite the 3 points, Southampton's unbeaten run to date has been far from impressive, with 2 home draws and 2 away from the Premier League and 4 draws in 5. So, while it is too early to talk about 6-pointers, Southampton's 2-2 draw with Burnley shows that there are still some positive signs to come.
In the first half, Southampton were the better team, and should have scored 3 times in a matter of minutes, but they missed the chance twice.
Theo Walcott hit the crossbar with a low-scoring effort, while Nathan Redmond and Theo Walcott missed simple chances to equalise. In the second half, Burnley were chasing their first Premier League win this season.